You're watching the Fox 9 Morning Buzz.
Well, welcome back. After months on the campaign trail, the final countdown to the caucus is here. Democrats will gather in Iowa tonight to make their case for their presidential pick.
So what exactly is a caucus and why is Iowa such a big deal? Fox 9 political reporter Theo Keith is in Des Moines with a breakdown.
We're here in Iowa on caucus day. So what exactly is a caucus? Well, it's basically a neighborhood meeting. At 7 p.m., Iowans will go to gyms, schools, fire stations, and other caucus sites. Speeches will be made on behalf of each candidate. While Republicans write their choice on a piece of paper, Democrats have to publicly make their decisions. Consider them like these dots, moving to designated areas of the room to show support of their chosen candidate. If a candidate doesn't get 15% of the people in the room, shown by the dots turning different colors, that candidate is not viable. His or her supporters have a decision to make. They can remain uncommitted, they can combine with other unviable candidates so one of those candidates can reach the 15% threshold, or they can throw their support to one of the viable candidates, who will end up getting delegates from that caucus site. So why does Iowa go first anyway? The process that we now take for granted every 4 years started in the wake of the chaotic 1968 Democratic Convention in Chicago. Hubert Humphrey got the party's nomination that year, but only because party insiders tipped the scales in his favor. Democrats then decided that voters, not party insiders, should have more of a say. Iowa's nominating process of turning caucus votes into delegates to the National Convention is extremely complicated and has several steps. So it had to start early. Iowa went first in 1972, and it hasn't looked back. Is Iowa even that important? That depends on which statistic you use. Since 1972, 7 of the 10 winners in Iowa went on to win the Democratic nomination. It can be a real catapult. But Iowa doesn't have nearly as good of a track record of predicting who will actually become president. In fact, since 1972, only 3 Iowa winners have gone on to win the White House: Jimmy Carter, George W. Bush, and Barack Obama. I'm Theo Keith in Des Moines.